Welcome to the warmth and sunshine of Phoenix, Arizona, here at GCU Stadium for Sunday afternoon soccer match between two Western Athletic foes. I'm Fletcher Light calling the game as the GCU Lopes host the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley in the last home game of the year for GCU. It's senior day here at GCU Stadium, and head coach Derek Leader honored 9 women who have played for the program. Some have been here for 4 years and some of them just for a few short months, but each player has been a part of the changing of the soccer culture here at GCU as Derek Leader looks to improve the women's soccer program here in his tenure. It's not going to be a stroll in the park for GCU today. The Vaqueros enter the game with a 9-6-1 record, but a 1-4 record in conference play. University of Texas Rio Grande Valley dropped 2 heartbreaking losses in overtime to 2 good teams here in the WAC, both at home against University of Missouri Kansas City and one against Utah Valley. The Vaqueros are on their second of 3 road games to close out the season and will look to head to Las Cruces, New Mexico, take on New Mexico State to end their season. Rio Grande Valley has 3 players on the team that have U20 national team experience, and for collegiate athletes, that is huge. Sarah Bonney is one of those, a Ghanaian under 20 national team. She leads the Vaqueros and the Western Athletic Conference with 10 goals, and Diana Ansa has 3 assists. She's in the starting lineup tonight for the Vaqueros. They'll start with number 6, Frida Farstad Erickson, number 7, Malia Irvine, number 9, Diana Ansa, number 10, Hannah Spetz, number 11, Elisa Espino, number 13, Deandra Aliaga, number 15, Marcela Ramirez, number 16, Tuva Rolstad Nielsen, number 19, Evelyn Powell, number 25, Andrea Barrera, and in goal is Kinga Shemek. The GCU Lopes will start a roster that has stayed very steady here over the last couple of days. They've gone unbeaten in their last 4, and then what's working, don't change it. The Lopes will start the best goalkeeper in Western Athletic Conference play with .42 goals. That's Blakely Frost. She'll start in goal as the Lopes and the Vaqueros start off. The Vaqueros in all orange. You can't miss them out on the field. Lopes will be in their all white kits tonight. Vaqueros moving from left to right here in the first half of this game. The Lopes moving from right to left across your screen. 2 of the WAC's leading goal scorers here in today's game, Mila Benedetti with 8 and Boney with 9, or 10, excuse me. She's got 10, so 18 goals are on the field and in the stadium tonight through Western Athletic Conference play and non-conference play. Lopes will look to improve and increase their goal scoring routing so far in the last 2 games, winning their last 2 games with a 14-0 goal differential, scoring 9 goals against Chicago State and 5 goals back on Friday night against New Mexico State. Lopes have had 9 different goal scorers over those 2 game spans and will look to increase and share the ball around the field. We'll go over the starting lineups for the Lopes here as Blakely Frost takes this goal kick. On the back line is Fiona Samadorov along with Madison Cox and Jessica Valadez and Kelsey Smith out wide right. In the middle of the pitch is Briley Hawkins, Taylor Layton, and Mackenzie Cook. Up top is a strong Rachel Mina. Out wide left is the goal scorer Mila Benedetti, and out right is one of the seniors, Joanna Lagunas. We can go over the keys to the game here shortly as the Vaqueros have gotten the ball back here just 2 minutes into the ball game and are looking to slow things down and keep possession of the ball, knowing that the Lopes can score 14 goals over the last 2 games. And they've gone unbeaten in their last 4, beating Utah Valley in thrilling fashion in double overtime. The Madison Cox header over a WAC preseason favorite to win the league along with Seattle. Seattle clinching the division and the conference in regular season play earlier this weekend. Through ball over the top to Mila Benedetti. She's gotten past all the girls in orange. She got the ball on her right foot. Let's see what she can do with it. Cook with a pass over to the right side. Didn't get to Lagunas. And the Vaqueros will look to get out of their own area. Foul on Briley Hawkins. Keys to the game, sharing is caring. 9 different goals have been scored in the last 2 games by the Lopes. And if they can share the ball around, they can do good things. And greatly with Blakely, she has the best goals against average in the conference. She's only allowed .42 games in WAC play through her arms and into the back of the net. And strong up top. Mina has used her strength very well, and she's going to need to continue to use her strength, being a hold-up player up top, using her strength, using her size to keep possession of the ball when the Lopes want to attack quickly. Mina has the ball right now. She's going to try to flick one over the top for Lagunas to run onto. Lagunas gets there first, but cannot keep it in play on the end line. And it's going to go out of play for a goal kick. Great run of play there for the Lopes. Good hold-up play by Mina to send the ball out wide to Lagunas, just unable to keep it in play after that big touch. And as we said, GCU went undefeated on the weekend before this weekend, tying with University of Missouri Kansas City 0-0 on Friday, and then shutting out Chicago State 9-0 that Sunday, and have won another one back on Friday 5-0 against New Mexico State, and are looking to extend their 4-game unbeaten streak to 5. There's 3 seniors in tonight's starting lineup for Derek Leader. 3 of 9 seniors on the roster that are playing in their last home game here at GCU Stadium. Looking to close it out on a high note. And a high note can be a 1-0 victory or a 9-0 victory, anything in between, as the Lopes have been able to score a lot of goals in the last couple weekends. They've found their form. They've found the back of the net. They like to shoot the ball a lot, and things are finally starting to find their way past the goalkeepers. Fiona Samadorov, one of those goal scorers this weekend. Starts as left back. She's a freshman. She started in just about every single game except for the Chicago State game. She got a little bit of a breather in that game. The Cueros scoring 11 goals against Hampton earlier in the season. As they give this one away, a poor first touch from Layton gives it right back. The Cueros will send it all the way back to their goalkeeper Shemek and try to reset. Lopes are looking to finish better than they did last year, going 7-9-3 last year, 7 wins, 9 losses, and 3 draws. Lopes are 7-8-1 right now, but are standing at second in the Western Athletic Conference and looking to finish strong here to close out their season. If they can go unbeaten, they would finish second in the WAC, only behind the undefeated Seattle University Redhawks. Seattle and Utah Valley preseason WAC favorites to win the conference. GCU was picked to finish 5th, and if they can finish out the way they've been playing the last 2 weekends, they'll definitely do that, finishing in second, 3 spots above where they were projected to finish. Lagunas with the ball. She's going to flick one high in the air to Mina. She uses her strength well and she wins it. Gives it away though, looking for Cook on that pass. We saw Mina use her speed, something we didn't really see all season. She just ran right past defenders against New Mexico State. Long shot there from the Cueros into the hands of the Western Athletic Conference best goalkeeper, Blakely Frosch, only allowing .42 goals against in conference play. She has a 1.12 goals against average all season long. Lopes have played formidable opponents all season, playing against Oklahoma, top 25 program, as well as some other ones. Big first touch there from Mackenzie Cook. She would have been in on goal there if she was able to corral that one, but it's going to go out for a goal kick. Maria Monteroso, a player that has played in every single game here for the Lopes. She'll come off the bench most likely today. She's one of those seniors. She scored 3 goals in the last 4 games. Somebody that has been coming back from an injury from last year and hasn't really found her form until late. And she's been doing what she did when she first came here, and that's score goals. She was a staple of the midfield her first year with the program, playing for the Guatemalan national team, playing against Hope Solo, Alex Morgan, Kylie Johnson, all of those players for the United States women's national team. She played against them with Guatemala. Seasoned veteran for the Lopes. Jessica Valadez, another seasoned veteran. She's a fourth-year senior here for the Lopes. She's played and started just about every single game here for GCU over her tenure with the program. She'll play that free kick in. Briley Hawkins is there first, but it'll get cleared out by the Vaqueros. Jessica Valadez, one of 3 players that have international experience playing for the U20 Mexican national team, helping them get to the U20 Women's World Cup just a few years back. Lopes will reset, send it all the way back to the Blakely Frosch, and then send it out to Fiona Samadorov. Long ball for Benedetti in the corner. She gets there first, but can barely keep it in play and sends that out play for a throw-in. Good idea to send it for a throw-in instead of a goal kick. Put them in their own area. Kelsey Smith scoring a goal against Chicago State last weekend, her first goal of the season. She also has an assist. She's started in just about every single game this season for the Lopes. All 16 of them now in 17 games. Blakely Frosch has played in every game as well, starting every game, coming out for just a few brief moments when the Lopes have leads that they know that they won't give up late in ball games. Mina using her strength yet again, get the ball to her, hold up play, and then send it out wide to one of the wingers. She's going to send it out to Lagunas, and the defender over on that side is going to send it out. Good through ball there for the Vaqueros, but nobody's there. Madison Cox will get there first. She scored the game winner against Utah Valley in double overtime. A great header there off of a free kick from Mackenzie Cook in double overtime. Nobody guarding her. She lost her marker. Was able to flick it in past the goalkeeper to win the ball game. WAC standings as they sit right now. Seattle 6-0. The Lopes are 3-1-1 in conference play. Utah Valley is 3-2-1. They have a game, one more game played than the Lopes. So if the Lopes can complete tonight's game and not lose against Cal State Bakersfield to finish out the season, they would be the team that finishes second in the conference. A big feat for them, knowing that they had a new coach coming in, and it would be a great accomplishment for Derek Leader coming in and doing better than expected in the preseason coaches poll. Cal State Bakersfield is in fourth. They have 3 wins and 2 losses. Lopes beating Bakersfield in non-conference play earlier this season. Then University of Missouri Kansas City, they're 2-2-2. New Mexico State is 1-2-2. And then Rio Grande Valley is 1-4, 2 overtime losses, though, however, to 2 quality programs here in the WAC. Great first touch there from Mina. Uses her strength, but wins. The Vaqueros win the ball back. Oh, there's some extracurricular play after the play. Ref is going to the back pocket. It's going to be number 19, Evelyn Powell, that's going to be sent off. Rash play there from number 19, Evelyn Powell. using 2 feet to kick the back of the Achilles and the back of the knee for Rachel Mina, and she's gone just 13 minutes into this ball game. Rachel Mina did pull down Powell on the play. That was a definite foul there against Mina. No complaints from the Lopes on that one. But the extracurricular play, kicking the back of the knees by Powell, is what's going to get her sent off for that reckless and harmless play there after the whistle. That'll get the blood flowing for both teams here just 13 minutes in. And for the fans, there's been some excitement here early on. Not very many shots. No shots for either team. But we already have a red card. Hawkins clears off the line. Diana Ansa playing the left back right now. And Malia Irvine playing right back. 2 forwards on the back line for Rio Grande Valley. Layton with the ball. She'll send it back for Hawkins. Hawkins looking at her options. Sends one long to Benedetti. Nobody on the end of that one. He likes to send balls long when she can. So the Vaqueros are down to 10 women on the field after a 13th minute red card to Evelyn Powell. And that will be a big advantage for the Lopes here for the rest of this game. 80 minutes left to play, and they have a man advantage for the rest of the ball game. And that's something where you can really whittle down your opponent's stamina over the course of the next 80 minutes. Just passing the ball around, keeping possession, making them work harder than they would with 11, because even though it doesn't seem like a big advantage in the grand scheme of things, that spacing that one person makes and one person can use defensively is huge when it comes to stamina over the course of the rest of the game. And when there's 75 minutes left and you're down to 10, that's a lot of gameplay with only 10 women on the field. Lopes will work slowly out of the back here off that goal kick. Send it to Valadez. Samadorov working on her defender. It's Hannah Spetz. She gets past her easily. Long ball in to nobody. Goes all the way to Shemek. Good work there by the freshman defender, though. Getting past her defender. And if she's going to be able to do that all night long, she's going to create her own space. And create space for her teammates as well, getting into that area. Lopes will reset it and send it all the way to the back, and then fling it out wide right. Kelsey Smith will try to thread the needle and send it to a Vaquero. Lopes will slow it down and send it all the way out wide left now. Samadorov doing what she's done all day long, and Mina trying to do what she's been able to do the last couple weekends. Cook sending it to the corner. Cook working on her defender, Benedetti. She's tripped up in the box. No foul called there. The Vaqueros are looking to counterattack. Lots of numbers back for the Lopes, however. Great cross in there from Cook. Foul on Fiona Lagunas, on Joanna Lagunas, and she's going to go in the book there with a yellow card. Referee going to the pocket very quickly here today setting the tone early that they are not going to allow any harsh play in today's game.
The yellow card is assessed to the Lopes, number 34, Johanna Lagunas, at 16:20. Yellow card to Lagunas at 16:20.
Like the videos that you're going to see today, watch them again by subscribing to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. Check up on all the latest events that are happening. Midnight Madness is happening this weekend. You can go check that out. Watch the highlights from that. Watch highlights from this game or past games. You can watch it all at the YouTube channel. Benedetti wins a throw-in in the final third. Samarov will come up to take it. Rachel Mina with the ball, gets to the byline. She did that twice against New Mexico State. One of them ended up in the back of the net. Getting to the byline and sending one across the frame of goal can really worry a defender, because now you're facing your own goal and you don't want to send it in your own goal. So what do? Flusters defenders a lot, makes them think more than they would like to on their toes, and good things can happen for an offense. Samarov take the corner kick. Shemek gets her hand to it. Lagunas plays one back in on the ground and goes out for a corner. Samarov will go all the way from one area to the other corner. And the Lopes will flip their corner kick offense scheme here. Cook and Smith are the only girls back for the Lopes right now. All 10 defenders and players for the Vaqueros are in the box. Short corner, Taylor Layton. All ball there on the tackle by the Vaqueros, but nobody's up forward there for them. Samarov wins it right back on the right side. Gets past her defender. Crossed in off the chest. Ross in, and unable to get to that one. Riley Hawkins' pass is too hard. Foul called against the Vaqueros there. Lopes will get the ball back. The Vaqueros are down to 10 men, as we said earlier. A straight red card to Evelyn Powell. Long ball over the top for Hawkins, and Shemek gets there first. Benedetti cut off there. She wins the free kick. Not happy about that call. It's number 6, Frida Farsad Erickson. Jessica Valadez will take this free kick. 3 in the wall for UTRGV. You can't miss them on the field. Bright orange, something that is definitely helpful as an attacker, seeing bright orange in the peripherals going down the field. Valadez looked to go short, but Samarov wasn't ready for it. She's going to shoot, and she's going to go over the top of the crossbar. Great idea, though. We saw a long-range effort go in the back of the net from Maria Monteroso against New Mexico State. 30-yard shot. Found the upper V.
And for the Vaqueros, number 14, Sarah
surely the best goal of the weekend in the Western Athletic Conference.
And 21, Sheridan Buchanan.
2 substitutions for Utah. University of Texas Rio Grande Valley, UTRGV. Hawkins wins that header. Mina gets underneath it. the Lopes have a throw-in. 22 minutes gone, 0-0 still. Vaqueros playing with 10. Lopes at 11 after a straight red to Evelyn Powell. And some extracurricular activities after a whistle. Rachel Mina had pulled her down, and then in frustration, Powell used 2 feet and gave kind of a donkey kick to the back of the knees of Mina. The referee gave a straight red. Mina wins a foul there. Went down easily, but still whistled for a foul. Rio Grande Valley playing with a lot of frustration right now. You can see it in their body language after every whistle and after every single play that doesn't go their way. Mackenzie Cook will stand over this one. This is the same area that we saw Madison Cox's game-winning goal scored against Utah Valley. We'll see if she can lose her defender here again. Cook to take. She whips one in. Cox over the top of Cox to Shemek. Shemek punches. And Benedetti's first time effort is blocked by the Vaqueros. Ball's going to run on a play for a goal kick. Great set piece play there for the Lopes though. But Shemek knew exactly what was happening and she was off her line quickly to punch away. Benedetti, Samidorov. Rachel Mina goes down easily again, and she's going to win another free kick, this time just inches away from the penalty area. Lopes go quickly. Benedetti, and her shot's going to go wide, wide right. Lopes' offense starting to click here as we get through 24 minutes. They are slowly but surely getting there. We knew it was going to start happening. Lopes scored their first goal after just about 20 minutes against New Mexico State, and then was able to rattle a couple off every couple 10 to 15 minutes for the rest of the game. Another whistle and a stoppage of play. A yellow card for another Vaquero. Jessica Valadez will take this free kick. She takes all the long free kick duties. Madison Cox gets there first. She wasn't expecting it to get over the head of her defender. Goes off her thigh and out of bounds. Two shots for the Lopes so far in this game. One shot for the Vaqueros. The yellow card being assessed to Andrea Barrera in the 24th minute. 2 yellow cards for both teams and a red card for Evelyn Powell of Rio Grande Valley. Ansa
A yellow card was assessed to the Vaqueros
on that
25,
wide left
Andrea
side,
Barrera.
sending one forward.
At 23:47, yellow card Barrera at 23:47.
Samidorov plays to Benedetti. Benedetti to Mina. She's unable to get there first. Leading goal scorer Sarah Boney is in. She's up top right now for Rio Grande Valley. Benedetti with the ball wide left. Has a couple options. She's going to try to split defenders. Cook with the ball. Fancy footwork from Cook. She's the only one on the far side right now. She has Leighton. Leighton's going to switch all the way out to Kelsey Smith. See if Kelsey Smith whips one in here or decides to go at her defender. She's going at Ansa. Plays one in with her left. It's cleared out. Ansa to Aliaga. Ansa with it back. Slowly walking it up from the corner. As we said, 9 different goal scorers for the Lopes, scoring 14 total goals her last 2 games. Maria Monteroso, one of those goal scorers coming in. She's scored 3 goals in the last 4 games. She scored 2 goals in the last 2 games. Her other goal coming against Utah Valley, the first goal in that game. Lopes went on to win it on a Madison Cox header in double overtime. Samadorov crosses one in with her left foot, nobody there. Ansa's going to take it. She'll clear it out just to Monteroso. Monteroso has a leg. Short scored a 30-footer, 30-yarder against New Mexico State on Friday. Hawkins looked to play one in there, but it's banged out of play off of the defender. So hard that it knocked the shin guard out of Aliaga's right leg. Smith. Monteroso. Slow it down. Hawkins flicks one over the top, and Shemek will get there first. Both teams executing offensively and defensively very well right now. Lopes unable to get their offense really clicking on all cylinders so far, 28 minutes in. And the Vaqueros really haven't been able to do anything offensively against a defensive back line that's been steady all season long. Only one change happening to the defensive back line all season. That was Catherine Yancone for Fiona Samadorov in the starting lineup against Chicago State. The Lopes won that game 9-0. Everything else, it's been the same. Smith on the right, Madison Cox and Jessica Valadez in the middle, and Samadorov on the left with Blakely Frosch in goal. And you have the same back 5 every single game. That's an advantage to have, knowing that you don't have to change any dynamics or any communication things. Ooh, Cook's through ball there just snuffed out. Benedetti would have been in on goal all by herself against Shemek. Lopes have it back. Now playing with a little bit of pace here. Layton has Bonnie on her back. Layton gets it back from Samadorov. Layton sending Mina to the byline. He's going to go out for a throw-in near the corner. Two more substitutions getting ready to come on. Shannon Costello and Anissa De Vera getting their notes from the coaching staff. Injury is going to get the play whistle dead. And she's going to have to go off for a head injury. She went to hold her head there. And the way that rules have been going in soccer is that if there's a head injury, play immediately stops. There's been a lot of concussions in soccer over the last couple years. A lot of talk about concussions as a whole in soccer worldwide. Taylor Twellman, an ESPN broadcaster, that really pushes for concussion and head injury awareness and medical standing and scientific discovery of concussions. A victim of many concussions that ended his career for the New England Revolution. He's very critical of referees and coaching staffs that don't pull players who have apparent concussions in an attempt to win a game, knowing that they're putting the player at risk. Samadorov all alone on the left side. She'll take it as far as she would like, working on her defender. She's going to whip one in with her left foot. Rachel Mina's header just flicked over the top, and it's going to go out of play for a corner kick. Great cross there from Samadorov. She's going to send herself all the way over to the other corner to take this kick. Rachel Mina using all 5'10" of her frame to try to get her head on that one. her defender on her back, keeping her off balance and keeping her from getting a solid head on the ball. Samarov's corner. Hawkins gets there. Cox with the ball. Monterosso. Cook. Great footwork there from Cook. She's going to take it all the way to the end line. Whip one in. Nobody's on the back post there. Layton with the ball now. Benedetti and Mina were there, but they weren't able to get to the back post in time. Smith. Layton. Monterosso makes a great run there. She's going to play on the back for Benedetti. Her shot doesn't have enough on it, and it's cleared off the line. Lopes resetting again. Kelsey Smith with the ball. Tackle there from Ansa. Lopes will send it back out. Samadorov with time and space. Cuts it back in on her right foot. It's cut out by Bonnie. Vaqueros working the ball up the field with number 25, Andrea Barrera. Good defense there, though. Get it back. 32 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Vaqueros have 10 on the field. Lopes have 11. A straight red to Evelyn Powell. Ball sent out to Mina. Mina whips one in. It's going to go over the top and out of play for a corner goal kick. Costello and De Vera in the game. Riley Hawkins and Rachel Mina putting in good work in the first half. A little bit of a breather before the second half. Costello's first touch is a header, as well as Anissa De Vera's. Vaqueros have the ball back. They're looking to do something with it. Lopes closing down on the ball very quickly, not allowing the Vaqueros to get any space to do anything offensively with one less player. They'll send it all the way back to Shemek. She'll send one forward. Aliaga had gotten there first, but the ball goes back to Lopes. Benedetti sending one forward, and this is Vera trying to get on the end of it. She was going to be onside. She didn't have enough pace to get there.
Hey fans, don't forget GCU Stadium offers a wide variety of delicious food and beverage items to fill your in-game thirst and hunger. You can also check out our smaller Pepsi and popcorn kiosks for your convenience.
Madison Cox, starting center back, one of the captains here today, along with Jessica Valadez. Madison Cox with 4 goals in the season. Jessica Valadez with an assist. Both of them starting every single game this season. Valadez working all the way up the field. She finds Benedetti, sends Monterosso to the corner, pulling some defenders with her. Benedetti gets it back, and we'll send it right back to Valadez. Valadez with Layton. Good run there from Layton off the ball. She's looking at Smith, and she's going to send it all the way out for her. Great first touch, and great pass there from Layton to send it out wide right. Smith working on her defender, Ansa. Ansa dives, doesn't get the ball. Smith with the ball. And her cross, intended for Benedetti, doesn't get there. And Cook's shot goes wide and high out of play for a goal kick. We'd like to welcome all of the Western Athletic Conference Digital Network viewers after our technical difficulties. We apologize for those. Welcome to GCU Stadium here for Senior Day. The Lopes and the Vaqueros knotted at zeros through 36 minutes. A straight red to Evelyn Powell back in the 13th minute sent the Vaqueros down a player. Donkey style two-legged kick to the back of the knees of Rachel Mina got the red. Jessica Valadez shouldering, bumping number 13, Deandra Aliaga, and she's going to get a yellow for her extracurricular activities as the head coach, Glad Bugario, was begging and pleading and screaming for a yellow card there for Valadez. Valadez smiling on that one, knowing what she did, kind of laughing it off. She'll send one forward. And the Vaqueros, number 6, Frida Farstead Erickson, goes to ground very easily against Shannon Costello on that ball in the air. So it's going to be a free kick in the middle of the pitch for the Vaqueros. Lopes sitting at second in the conference right now with a 3-1-1 record. Their only loss, a 1-0 loss to Seattle 2 weekends ago. Their draw coming against University of Missouri Kansas City last weekend, a 0-0 draw in Missouri. They scored 14 goals over the last 2 games. A 9-0 victory against Chicago State and a 5-0 rout of New Mexico State here on Friday. Maria Monterosso wins the ball, but Irvine gets it back for the Vaqueros. Substitution coming on. Allison Smith coming into the game, native of Orange, California.
Allison Smith.
She comes in for Deandra Aliaga. Throw into the corner. Boney gets there first. It's going to be a corner kick. Samadorov doesn't like it, in dismay, holding her hands to her mouth in awe of the call. Corner kick, their first of the game for the Vaqueros. Farstad Erickson will take a corner kick for the Vaqueros. Sent in. Header. First person there is a Vaquero. Goes out for a goal kick. A great corner in there, though, from Farstad Erickson. Farstad Erickson with 3 goals and 2 assists on the season. Great pass from Valadez to Maria Monterosso, connecting on that one. 2 seniors there on the connection. Monterosso's pass to Cook is not in time, a sophomore from Silverdale, Washington. She has 5 goals on the season, second only behind Mila Benedetti with 8. Benedetti has scored 3 goals in her last 2 games, scoring 2 against Chicago State and 1 against New Mexico State, the first goal of the game. A great cross from Rachel Mina across the face of goal. Mina using her speed to get around her defender, and Mila Benedetti, getting pulled down, was able to get enough on it to send it past the goalkeeper for the first goal of that game. sends it to Mila Benedetti, and she's swarmed by girls in orange. Rio Grande Valley coaches not happy at all with this refereeing staff right now. Great work there from Boney, though, to get past Maria Monteroso. But a pass is way too long, and Frosch will come get it after it goes over the end line for a goal kick. 37 goals scored by the Vaqueros this season. 10 by Boney, 6 by Barrera, 4 from Aliaga, 3 from Espino, Spetz, and Farset Erickson. And then a plethora of goals scored by a bunch of other players for Vaqueros. Scored their 37 goals, 11 of those 37 coming against Hampton University. Valadez with a bunch of space. Great pass to Samadorov there. See what she can do. Left-footed cross. Maria Monteroso, first time with her shoulder. Second effort is out of play. Goes to Nessa Rivera, and her shot is out of play. Goal kick. Great first touch there from Maria Monteroso, however. Very professional in her first touch there. Was unable to get her shot on target. The Lopes have really utilized the left side of the field today, going at Malia Irvine, native of Vancouver, Canada. She's a sophomore forward, but she's having to play defense today. The Lopes are utilizing that mismatch right now on the left side, as well as on the right side, as Diana Ansa is on the left side. Two forwards playing defense today. Lopes have been able to attack well. Benedetti, first touch, sends it right into the Vaqueros, though. Layton gets it back. Miss Rivera, left foot, great cross there, right to Ansa, however. Costello, Layton, looking for Smith. She has her. Smith with the ball against Ansa. Sends it back to Costello. Monteroso using her strength. She goes down, but it's going to be a foul against Monteroso inside the area. Free kick for Rio Grande Valley. That's the offense that the Lopes know that they have and has led to 14 goals over the last two games. Sending the ball out wide and crossing it back into the middle where they have goal scorers. And if it's not working, you send it back and send it all the way back around. And then you have an ability to reset and do it all over from the other side. Nessa Rivera with the ball. Ricochets off of a Rio Grande Valley player. Smith gets it and sends it to Farset Erickson. Rolstad and Nilsson will send it out wide left. Cox will get the ball, slow things down. Just about a minute 45 until halftime. We have a plethora of things going on here, so you're not going to want to miss the halftime show. Go over Western Athletic Conference highlights. No highlights from today's game, however, but we'll show you what's happening in the Western Athletic Conference from this past weekend. We'll go over some things that are happening around GCU. We have a free kick here, however. It's about 32 yards from goal. Mackenzie Cook will take it.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining in the first
1
half.
minute left on the clock. It's going to be an in-swinger towards that near post. See if any Lopes can get on the end of it. Short, low cross, however, goes right into the wall. Bonnie will look to counter with the Vaqueros. Ansa sending it to Bonnie. two Nigerian U20 players. Bonnie trying to get past Costello, but Costello uses her body well to win it. Bonnie looked to be in on goal there if she got past Costello. Cook with nothing in the tank there after 45 minutes and unable to get to that one. Seconds left in the first half.
8, 7,
The
6,
first half will end 0-0.
4,
2 yellow cards
3, 2,
assessed
1,
in the game
0.
for the Lopes, 1 for the Vaqueros.
It's halftime. We
The
are
red card
scorers.
is the talking point here after the first half ended 0-0. A straight red to Evelyn Powell for her extracurricular kick to the back of Rachel Mina's legs. The referee going to the back pocket quickly after the harmless play from Powell as we end the first half 0-0. We'll be right back here for the halftime show here on GCU TV as the Lopes and the Vaqueros are tied 0-0.
GCU is the university that never sleeps, moving at the speed of light, so we can give our students the competitive edge they need to succeed. And now, GCU is leading in the areas of computer science and IT. We prepare students to meet the demands of the fastest growing industry through our innovative IT programs in our College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Using the latest real-world tools and an adaptive curriculum, GCU gives students the education they need today to excel in their careers tomorrow. Join the most inventive concept in education right now and position yourself for a future in the expanding world of IT. GCU offers fast-track options with courses in cybersecurity, cloud computing, systems architecture, and business analytics. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/IT.
Welcome back to GCU TV here. I'm Fletcher Like, your host for today's game, as the Lopes and the Vaqueros are tied 0-0 here after the talking point of the game, a straight red to Evelyn Powell, a knee and a kick to the back of Rachel Mina's knees after the whistle got her a straight red card. As the Lopes and the Vaqueros are tied 0-0. 2 yellow cards for the Lopes, 1 for the Vaqueros as well. 4 straight cards in the game. But the game's 0-0. The Lopes have scored 14 goals over the last 2 games and will look to improve and increase their offensive threats here in the game. But let's see what the Western Athletic Conference was up to this last weekend with the WAC Roundup.
Welcome to the WAC
Okay, I'm trying to
Roundup
get the
for
lights
women's
on, 'cause
soccer.
for some reason
This
they're
is the
not
week of
all
October
plugged in.
18th. I'm Jessie Punch. Seattle U had a big week as the Red Hawks now have a 4-point lead in the conference standings. SU playing at UTRGV, Red Hawks strike first. Carly
camera
White
is
with her
not
left
even.
foot from the top of the box finds the back of the net to give Seattle a 1-0 lead in the 8th minute. Still first half, White shoots again with her left, collects the rebound and fires with her right foot. That's White's second goal of the half. Red Hawks win 2-0. White is the WAC Offensive Player of the Week. In 2 games, she had 15 total shots, including 7 on goal. The Defensive
why aren't
Player
these
of the
lights
Week
all on?
is Nikki Pellins of UMKC. She anchored a defense that didn't allow a goal in 200 minutes of action last week. On Sunday, UMKC hosting CSU Bakersfield. Pellins with the corner, great ball to Abby Small, who scores. UMKC takes a 1-0 lead. Second half, just 3 minutes in, Emily Herndon with a nifty pass to
lighting
Lily
okay,
Cobb. The Roos now leading 2-0. Cobb would add another goal as UMKC shuts out Bakersfield 3-0. WAC standings, Seattle
Okay,
off
because
to a
only one
great
of the
start.
lights are on.
The Red Hawks have won 5 in a row. UMKC also unbeaten. Grand Canyon in 3rd place, followed by Bakersfield, New Mexico State, and Utah Valley. The Wolverines at UTRGV on Friday. No score, game goes into
Here, look good.
overtime. Just about 2 minutes to go when Utah Valley's Sydney Fitzpatrick goes on a run
It's
and
underneath
scores
the-
her third goal of the season. UVU wins 1-0.
the way.
Plenty of action on the WDN this week. 6 women's soccer matches. League-leading Seattle U takes on second place UMKC on Thursday night in Seattle. Bakersfield hosts New Mexico State, and UTRGV with a big matchup against Grand Canyon. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. For the WAC Digital Network, I'm Jessie Punch.
Finding the right college isn't always simple. The choices I make today affect where I'll be tomorrow. That's why I chose Grand Canyon University. Here I'm working toward a greater purpose and a place that feels like home. With scholarships to help me earn my degree, I can graduate in less than 4 years. By attending GCU, Arizona's premier private Christian university, I know I'm not just making the right choice, I'm making the smart choice.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
And welcome back to GCU Stadium here as the Lopes and the Vaqueros are tied at 0-0. 2 yellow cards for the Lopes, a yellow card for the Vaqueros as well, but a straight red to Evelyn Powell is the excitement that's happened so far in the game, even though there's no goals yet through 45 minutes. The Lopes will look to increase their goal scoring, however, as halftime festivities are going out on the field. The Lopes getting a couple shots off. Great offensive prowess, though, sending the ball out wide and getting some good crosses in for the Lopes. Nothing really working so far for Rio Grande Valley, and that's what's going to happen when the Lopes have one of the best goalkeepers in the conference. .42 goals against for Blakely Frosch, looking to bring that number down. And the same 4 defensive players for the Lopes really cementing their defensive strengths here against Rio Grande Valley, who've scored 37 goals this season. Quickly, though, we're going to go back to the field to show you the festivities that are happening. Some youngsters getting to play out on GCU Stadium as the soccer game is underway, and basketball season is right around the corner, however. So soccer season closing out, basketball season ramping up as Midnight Madness happened just a few short days ago. Here's just a glimpse of what the event took place and how. Season is just 2 weeks away as the Lopes open up against Adams State, an exhibition game here in just about 2 weeks, and the excitement's really ramping up here on the campus of GCU. And the campus has a lot of things to offer, and one of those things is Of Thee I Sing, a thing that happens at GCU just about every single year, presented by Ethington Theater, one of their many productions. This is the last weekend to catch their production of The I Sing. The show is both a musical extravaganza and a political satire featuring a candidate named Winter Green who runs on the platform of romance. This comedy is perfectly timed to run just before the 2016 presidential elections and runs through this weekend, October 21st and 23rd. Tickets are available at the box office and online at gcu.edu/sing. The GCU Arena is also proud to host the Thrive Conference for Families in Business. Join best-selling author and speaker Dr. Randy Carlson, along with family and business experts who will provide tools to help you succeed. The events take place on Wednesday, October 26th at 9 a.m. For tickets and information on how to live stream the event, go to gcuarena.com. And the College of Fine Arts and Production proudly presents Bach's B Minor Mass. Experience one of the greatest choral pieces ever written in a live worship service on Thursday, October 27th at 7 p.m. The Mass will feature the Canyon Chorale Society and Canyon Symphony Orchestra. And on October 28th, it kicks off another great weekend of College of Fine Arts and Productions, the 48-hour Film Challenge. No matter your major, GCU students and other local college students are invited to compete in a short film competition. The event kicks off October 28th and goes to the 30th, when students will reconvene for the official screening and awards ceremony. Everyone is invited to the film screening on October 30th in the South Gym at 6 p.m. Come out and support the arts at GCU. It's a great event for those who are looking to get into the film industry, and the support would be greatly needed, greatly appreciated for those students. And GCU is full of activities, and you can find all of those activities and events, information, and where you can find those events at gcu.com, gcu.edu, for all of those events. First half is just about over, but it's senior day here for the Lopes. We got to see the first half, and multiple seniors were able to play. Let's take a look at what they had to say coming into today's game.
So any advice I'd have for freshmen is trust the coaches and love your teammates, because at the end of the day, when you're frustrated with the coaches or with not having the results in the games, just your teammates really bring you together. And I know that having my teammates there really pushed me through the last 4 years, and to know that that bond is always going to be there.
I think it's really sad that my soccer career is coming to an end, but I'm excited to see what the future holds. And I'm gonna miss everything, and I'm grateful for the coaching staff and what I've learned here at GCU.
Soccer's been a part of my life since I was 3 years old. It's everything who I am, so I can't really say one thing that it's taught me. It's everything who I am, so it's gonna be hard to step away, but it definitely it's taught me to be a leader and to kind of function in society.
Something I'd want to say to the GCU fans is thank you for coming to all of our games and supporting us, especially in our new stadium, and we really enjoy the encouragement and support you guys give us.
All my family comes to all my games, and it's always great to see them, so they would definitely be my biggest supporters. But the coaches are also always there for you and helping you to develop. So the Havocs as well, they're always at our events. You can always see 4 guys like right behind the goal every single time, just egging the keeper on. So our support system here is really great.
Enjoy every minute. It goes by fast. I don't even feel like these are my last 3 games, so yeah. That's it.
My favorite GCU soccer memory had to be beating NAU last year in double overtime. I think just having the Havocs there and having them run onto the field was an indescribable feeling, so I think that was definitely my favorite.
Last home game is like a accumulation of all the hard work that I've put in with me and my teammates and everything else that I've put in for it, and it'll be nice to end on a very high note and just be able to go out with a bang with my teammates.
It's really sad because it's like over, and like I said, I met my best friends here, and I don't think I'm ready to like let them go and let that go, and the bond that we have, like these are the people I'm gonna know for the rest of my life, and it's sad. It doesn't feel real.
I don't think it's hit me yet, but it's getting there.
Busy summer, didn't have much we had to do with the men's. Ranked 39th in D1, 9th in as mid-majors. We were able to finish up getting a really strong women's class this year, so we're very happy about that. Third year of the diving program. On the guys' side, we got strong pretty quick. We brought in a Brazilian diver, Pietro Huffnagel Toscani. He's a fantastic diver. We think he has an opportunity to win the WAC. The women's program is coming along, hoping to get 1 recruit in this year. We're still working on that. We're building off of the women's program, but we're looking to make that stronger yet.
My class is pretty young. Overall goals for this season, going going into next season is 2 to 3 guys to qualify for the NCAA zone meet. I'd like to get 1 to 2 girls in. That way, when we are able to compete at the NCAA championships, I'd like to get 1 member from the team to go to that championship meet.
If we can finish 3rd in the WAC, we'll be happy with that with this year. The same ranking in NCAA and mid-major would be fantastic. For the women, we'd like to see them move up at least a place in the WAC and finish 2nd. We expect the men to have 4 or 5 individuals qualified NC2As next year, at least 1 or 2 of the relays in. On the women's side, we've got 1 or 2 women who are hoping to have at NC2As next year, and certainly by the 2nd year in to have women and men both at the meets.
And welcome back to GCU Stadium here as both teams come out of their huddles after halftime. The Lopes and the Vaqueros knotted at zeros. 3 yellow cards have been assessed in the game, and a red card as well. A red card to Evelyn Powell, a straight red after kicking the back of the knees of Rachel Mina. A yellow card, number 34, Joanna Lagunas, and 2 yellow cards, one to University of Texas Rio Grande Valley's number 25, Andrea Barrera, and number 13, Deandra Aliaga. Aliaga, the lone shot on goal for Rio Grande Valley, the one shot of the game. The Lopes have 6 shots, none of them on goal, and that's one of the things we were talking about in the keys to the game. Sharing is caring. 6 different shots from the Lopes, all from different players. And greatly with Blakely, .42 goals against average. It's the best in the WAC. She's got 0 so far in this game. And then strong up top, Mina, use your strength. She's been able to hold up play well in the first 35 minutes that she played. See if she can continue to do that here in the second half. The Lopes will start the second half with the ball, and they'll move from left to right. Fiona Samadorov working with the ball and finds Mina. Vaqueros are moving from right to left in their bright orange kits. You can't miss them on the field. Bonnie with the ball. She has acres of space right now. She'll send it in to number 23, Gonzalez. That was number 13, Aliaga. Check that. Smith and Cox with Valdez and Samadorov on the back line. They'll send the ball around before sending it up to Benedetti. Layton looking for Lagunas. Same starting lineup in the second half as in the first half. Coaches for Rio Grande Valley is begging for calls as they happen. Not after they happen, but as they happen. Very adamant down on the touchline in the technical area for Rio Grande Valley. Derek Leader and his coaching staff quietly sitting on the bench, analyzing what is happening on the field. Layton wins the header from the free kick, and Lagunas is working down the sideline. One of 3 seniors in the starting lineup today. She loses it from number 8, Kelsey Jepson. Lagunas not enough pace to get past Jepson there. She takes it away from Lagunas, and then Lagunas makes and creates a foul and will send it right back to Rio Grande Valley. Both teams with 0 goals in the first half, but a red card to Evelyn Powell sent the Vaqueros down a lady, and they have to play this game with 10. They've done valiantly with only 10 so far. and look to continue to do that. The Lopes looking for a result here in this game. And if they can get a win and not lose against Cal State Bakersfield, they would finish second in the Western Athletic Conference after being slated to finish fifth. Long ball over the top for Mina. She's going to be able to get there. She'll keep it in play, and she's going to send it out of bounds. Would have liked to have seen Mina stop the ball and try to do something with the entire field behind her to her left, but she decided to take it first time, sends it out of bounds. Goal kick for Shemek, goalkeeper for the Vaqueros. One of 3 goalkeepers to see playing time this season. She's in her 10th start. She has the most minutes played. She's only allowed 7 goals against her for a .80 goals against average, making 30 saves. She's faced 93 shots all season. As the Lopes will get the ball and look to reset. Valadez and Cox getting to move the ball up the field by themselves. The defenders, great bit of skill there from Cook, but she's collapsed by Vaqueros and loses the ball. Lopes have it back. Fiona Samadorov with the ball. She finds Hawkins. Lopes really slowing down the game here after the first 45 minutes. We would wonder if Derek Leader told him something about keeping the ball against this team that only has 10 players on the field after that red card to Evelyn Powell. Bonnie with the ball. She finds number 10, Hannah Spetz, and sends it out wide for Kelsey Jepson. Cook with the ball now, looking for Benedetti. Benedetti gets the ball off of Irvine. She cuts it back into the middle of the field and loses it. Great defense there from the Vaqueros. Smith's header goes out of bounds. Jepson was right there. Cook with the ball, running at pace on her defender. Cuts it back. No midfield help from Cook. Left-footed shot goes wide. Goes out of bounds. Men's basketball begins a new season this November. Score your 2016-17 season tickets today to secure the best seats and be a part of all the action all season long. Get your tickets today at lopestickets.com. Basketball season, you're not going to want to miss the games. They play Louisville and San Diego State here in GCU Arena. Louisville in the top 25 to start the season. The Lopes play 2 other teams that are ranked in the top 25 right now. Start the season off on the road at Duke, and then close out the first semester of classes on the road at University of Arizona down in Tucson. The first Pac-12 GCU basketball game of the Division I era. The Lopes soccer team has not yet played a WAC opponent in Division I era either, but that might change. Cross in for Mina, just past her outstretched leg, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. Great cross there from Samadorov. Mina loses her defender, just unable to get a toe on it. A toe would have done just enough to get it past Shemek in goal. Just needed about 6 more centimeters on her foot. Shemek will take the goal kick. 53 minutes gone. First touch is going out of bounds on the goal kicks frequently this afternoon. The Lopes are unbeaten in their last 4 games, scoring 14 goals in their last 2. 3 shutouts as well over the last 3 games for Blakely Frosh. A shutout against University of Missouri Kansas City, 0-0 tie. A 9-0 rout of Chicago State, and a 5-0 dismantling of New Mexico State here on Friday. 3 shutouts for the GCU Lopes defense and goalkeeper. Samadorov working down the side. Bonnie's on her. Layton let it run through her legs, but nobody's on the end of it. Lopes started the weekend 6-8-1 and 2-1-1 in conference play. Lopes are looking to finish 8-8-1 and 4-1-1 in conference play. Their one tie of the season coming against University of Missouri Kansas City. They got a late winner against Utah Valley back on September 26th. Excuse me, that was their 2-1 loss to Utah Valley in non-conference play. And on October 9th, they won 2-1, splitting the series between the two teams, but winning the ever-important WAC game 2-1. Madison Cox header on a free kick in double overtime won the game. Their one loss of this conference play, a 1-0 loss at Seattle. Seattle winning the conference regular season title and securing the #1 seed in the Western Athletic Conference tournament. Ball is sent into the corner by the Vaqueros. Aliaga is there. She has Bonnie running towards the end line. She's going to cross on in with her left foot, but nobody's on the end of it. Not enough numbers forward for the Vaqueros. And Blakely Frosh will grab it. Stay up to date on all of your GCU news at news.gcu.edu. You can find stories, pictures, videos, and more at news.gcu.edu. Find everything GCU related on that website. As the ball runs out of play, Mina unable to keep it in play there. The news, whether it's basketball related, baseball related, soccer related, class related, food related, find it all at news.gcu.edu. Jepson finds Ansa. Ansa, one of those two forwards playing on the back line today for the Vaqueros, trying to get some pace on the back line to try and thwart an offense that is in stride and in form right now, scoring 14 goals over the last 2 games. Center referee very adamant about the placement of that ball on a free kick. Just needs to be 4 feet closer to the end, to the line. Great free kick in there from Jessica Valadez. A punch from Shemek saved Mina's header. Lopes will reset. Valadez playing another one in, trying to find Benedetti, and it's going to go a one-hop into the hands of Shemek. 58 minutes gone by, still 0-0. Look to see if the Lopes get frustrated knowing that they can score but haven't been able to score against the Vaquero side that only has 10 players on the field. Briley Hawkins does well to cut that pass out and is looking for Benedetti. Great defense there, though, from Irvine. And the Lopes will have to get the ball and midline and start over, but they give it right back. Layton working to get the ball back from Aliaga. Spets with the ball and sends it out to Bonnie. Jepson plays one over the top for Bonnie, the WAC leading goal scorer with 10 goals. But Blakely Frosch gets a pass from Fiona Samadrov. Lagunas, one of 3 seniors in the starting lineup today. Lopes honoring 9 seniors today. Free kick awarded for the Vaqueros. Two substitutes getting ready to come on, Maria Monteroso and Anissa De Vera. Monteroso with 4 goals in the season, 3 of those coming in the last 4 games. And then Anissa De Vera also with 4 goals and 2 assists. Same stat lines, but Maria Monteroso coming into form of late, right when they need her, adding 3 goals to those 2 goals to the 14 she scored in the last 2 games of the season. Just getting ready to come on here. Substitution for number 23, Arnell Gonzalez of University of Texas Rio Grande Valley, UTRGV. She comes in for Diana Ansa.
Into the Wolves, number 11, Anissa De Vera.
De Vera working up top. A little bit of a change of pace up top for the Lopes. Changing from a strong and speedy forward to a just straight pace forward that's going to work hard offensively and defensively. Give UTRGV fits. Monteroso comes in for Briley Hawkins here. 4 seniors on the field for the Lopes right now. Layton with the ball, one of those seniors. Valadez, the defender. Monteroso and Lagunas, the 4. Layton looking for Lagunas. She has her. Lagunas working on her defender. And her pass to Monteroso is cut out. They'll reset on that right side with Smith. Rio Grande Valley gets the ball back. Doesn't really have anywhere to go with it. Gonzalez working backwards, but she wins a free throw-in. Aliaga wins that ball out of the air. And Rio Grande Valley gets out of a pinch on that far near side. Boney using good footwork there, and she has Jepson running down the left side. Smith is going to run her down, however. And she's going to get a throw-in for Rio Grande Valley, keeping it from going out for a corner kick. The one corner kick for the Vaqueros, a threatening one. Poor first touch there from Jepson, gives her ball right back. That was Farset Erickson. Monteroso with the ball. Megs Farset Erickson, but Erickson gets the ball back. Bonnie. And she's going to win a free kick just inside the shade. Bonnie, the leading goal scorer for the Vaqueros and the conference. She has 10. Mila Benedetti right on her heels, though, with 8. Benedetti has really been taken out of this game, however, by Irvine, the right back for the Vaqueros. The Lopes will really look to get her going here in the closing 30 minutes of this game. Ball into the back post, a save there from Blakely Frosch, a great free kick, and Marcela Ramirez got on the end of it, but a great save from Blakely Frosch keeps it 0-0. Smith with the ball now. Her pass doesn't go to anybody in white, but a great touch there from Anissa De Vera, sends it to Lagunas. Lagunas gets by Gonzalez. She's going to take a shot with her left foot, and it's going to fall to Benedetti. Calls for offsides, but the ball went off of a Rio Grande Valley player, so it wouldn't have mattered if Benedetti wasn't in an offside position because a Rio Grande Valley player touched it last. Great shot there. One of Lagunas' best runs all season. She got inside the 18-yard box and took a shot with her left foot. Free kick for the Lopes now. At midfield, Jessica Valadez will stand over it as she does for all the long free kick duties. Free kick is headed out, and Bonnie gets it. Jepson sends it to Bonnie. Back to Gonzalez. And Aliaga with acres of space on the far side. The 10-player Vaqueros side is really giving the Lopes fits right now. But a foul is going to be called against the Vaqueros. Poor pass, trying to go quickly there for the Lopes. Gives it right back. You see that time and time again from both teams, however, is giving the ball right back to the other team after winning the ball, not holding on to the ball for very long. Jepson to Aliaga. Spetz, left-footed effort, and it's going to go wide left. Blakely Frosch had her post covered the entire way. Knew that one wasn't going in. 66 minutes gone by, still 0-0. Referee a stickler about the rules here. Ball must be stopped on a goal kick and a free kick to put it back into play. The ball was slightly moving. Had to go back and redo it. Vaqueros' longest spell of possession here. Spetz with the ball, but Layton is going to win it back. Rivera. Long from Benedetti, but Shemek is on the 18-yard box line the entire way and had that one. If she was closer to the goal, Benedetti might have been able to get on the end of that one. Great idea, though, from Anissa De Vera. Vaqueros working well here after 30 minutes. Bonnie's in on goal. Nobody around her. Great save by Blakely Frosch coming off her line quickly to deny the leading goal scorer in the conference her 11th goal. DeVera down the sideline. It's going to go out for a corner kick, though. Samadorov will gingerly trot over to the corner. If you're visiting campus for a game this fall, why not stay at the GCU Hotel? Featuring comfortable rooms, a resort-style pool, and the Canyon 49 Grill, it's the perfect place to stay when coming to GCU. Book a room today at gcuhotel.com. Great rates over there. Corner kick in, and this is DeVera gets there first. Header goes wide for a goal kick. Great corner kick in, though, from Samadorov. As the Lopes and the Vaqueros are still knotted at 0-0, approaching the 70th minute. Just 20 minutes left in this game before going to overtime if necessary. DeVera with the ball. Monterosso. Cook goes down easily. No call given. Layton cuts it out. Benedetti. Lopes working quickly here with urgency. Monterosso. Cook left-footed effort is right in to the legs of Ramirez. Boney with the ball. Lagunas wins the ball and has Maria Monterosso going down the sideline. And Smith's cut out. Long ball from Cox finds DeVera. DeVera heads it on for Benedetti. She's tripped up outside the area. That's going to be a free kick just outside the penalty box. Benedetti doing what she's done all season long, getting on the end of balls. And this time she's dragged down from behind. And she wins a free kick for the Lopes in a very dangerous area. This is where we might see a set piece from the training ground. Taylor Layton and Mackenzie Cook standing over it right now. If we see Cook take this, there's two options most likely that she'll take. One is just taking it straight ahead as she is on right now. The other option is Taylor Layton flicking it behind her and Cook taking it. Cook will take, shot, saved right off the line by Shemek. What a great save there from Shemek. She saw it all the way though. And the Lopes will get a corner kick.
Into the Vaqueros, number 11, Elisa Espino. Back into the Lopes, number 24, Shannon Costello.
Shannon Costello into the game for Joanna Lagunas. That'll push Mackenzie Cook out wide right. Samadorov to take the corner kick. She's done it all season long. Corner kick is in. Acrobatic attempt there from Maria Monterosso. Clatters off of a Vaquero. He's going to go out for a goal kick. Maria Monterosso, Shannon Costello, and Taylor Layton working in the middle of the field, creating triangles. Cook is going to look for Benedetti, and she's going to get whistled for a high kick, bringing her foot up to the head of Irvine. Still 0-0, 73 minutes gone. The Lopes at full strength, and the Vaqueros are down to 10 after a straight red back early in the game. Back in the 13th minute, straight red to Evelyn Powell for a kick to the back of the knee. Of Rachel Mina. Foul is called against Anissa De Vera. And number 6, Frida Farstead Erickson, is holding her right knee. Something we don't like to see in soccer. She's up though and jogging it off. The Lopes looking not to get shut out here in this game, looking to get a win. If they can get a win, they would be able to secure, looking to hope to secure a top 2 finish by getting a win or a draw against Cal State Bakersfield to close out the season. That game's October 29th at Bakersfield. Gonzalez with this throw-in. Hooting and hollering there for a call against Shannon Costello, who had the ball. Shemek gets the ball as it ran all the way into her. The game has crawled to a snail's pace here after both teams had long spells of possession. Both teams looking to do something offensively. And the Vaqueros are trying to thwart and slow down the Lopes just by holding the ball for as long as possible. Samadorov gets past her defender. Left-footed cross doesn't get anywhere, but she gets the ball back. Monteroso with the ball. Shot just skims wide. Took a deflection, and it's going to go out for a corner kick. Monteroso flabbergasted that one was deflected out of play and not in the back of the net. Rachel Mina coming on.
Back in for the Lopes, number 12, Rachel Mina.
She comes on for Mackenzie Cook. And Mackenzie Cook comes off. Rachel Mina. Shannon Costello with the header. Saved off the line by another header. Marina Monteroso gets to it. And it's going to clink off of her foot and out of bounds for a goal kick. Great offensive chance there after Shannon Costello got her head to the ball first. Costello, a senior, starting just about every single game her freshman year in the middle of the field, along with Jessica Valadez. And Maria Monteroso is coming back into form and playing quality minutes here in this game. Ball's out of play. Throwing for the Lopes. De Vera. Gonzalez pushes her down. Rio Grande Valley players not liking any of the calls, but the referee's been firm in all of his calls all day today. Header flicked on by Costello to Benedetti. First time effort from Costello is dragged far to the left. "12 shots so far for the Lopes, only 1 on goal. Rio Grande Valley with 3 shots, 2 of them on goal. Both teams in double digits for fouls. 2 yellow cards for the Lopes Joanna Lagunas and Jessica Valadez. And 1 yellow card for Rio Grande Valley, number 25, Andrea Barrera, and the red card to Evelyn Powell back in that first half. Cox is dispossessed in the middle of the field, but Samadorov wins it back. And it's going to go out of play after Anissa De Vera forces Gonzalez to kick it out of bounds. Smith will take the throw in. And she'll cross one in. Benedetti just unable to keep that one. And the Vaqueros will look to counter. Coming to a game this fall, be sure to come early and bring your appetite. Visit any of the restaurants on Lopes Way, including the new Grand Canyon Beverage Company. Enjoy the campus atmosphere and the beautiful Arizona weather by having dinner here at Lopes Way. Chick-fil-A, Panda Express, Subway, Auntie Anne's Pretzels, all of those food options available on Lopes Way. Cox will send one to the corner. Layton is running onto it, but Gonzalez gets there first. Layton keeps it in play. Wow, what footwork there from Layton. Her cross ping-pongs off of just about everybody and then falls just outside the area. Another yellow card is going to get pulled out of the referee's pocket, this time for Shannon Costello, as she ran through the legs of a Vaqueros player.
A yellow card was assessed to Lopes number 24, Shannon Costello, at 79-28. Yellow card to Costello at 79-28.
It's decision day in MLS soccer, if you follow MLS soccer at all. Vancouver and Portland in a heated Cascadia Cup match up in Vancouver, Washington. Portland needing a win and a loss by Kansas City or a draw. And it looks like Vancouver is going to pull away with a 4-0 win over the Portland Timbers and send the defending MLS champions home before they could even get to the playoffs. New York Red Bulls favorites, Bradley Wright Phillips, the shoo-in for the golden goal in the MLS, scoring over 20 goals this season, head and shoulders above just about everybody else in the league. Monteroso loses that one. Rachel Mina will run it down all the way to Shemek, who cannot pick it up after the back pass. Two substitutions getting ready to come back on and make it 3 now as Bradley Hawkins comes over to the midfield line. Hawkins, Cook, and Lagunas getting ready to come on for the Lopes. Neither team really able to get anything going right now. 82 minutes gone, still 0-0. A goal just from here on out would just about win the game for either team, as Rio Grande Valley has started to kind of park the bus, not wanting anybody for the Lopes to score. The Lopes are looking to send this game and close this game out with a win for their seniors and to keep their unbeaten streak intact and their win streak at 2, make it 3 if they could get a win today. A win today would also guarantee more wins than last year, where they finished 7-9-3. Eight wins would be a fantastic accomplishment for Derek Leader in his first year with the program. Lagunas is fouled, but it's going to get pulled back about 15 yards from where the second or third foul occurred. Referee played advantage, and he'll pull it back. Valadez to take. Off of Vaquero's head. Anissa De Vera's header goes over the bar for a goal kick. Unable to get the ball headed down. All three substitutions coming on for the Lopes, as well as a substitution for Vaqueros. Diana Ansa coming on, a freshman from Ghana. Two Ghanaian U20 players on the team. Both of them freshmen. Sarah Boney, the WAC leading goal scorer with 10 goals. Lagunas with the ball. It has both Ghanaians closing her down. Boney slips though, and Lagunas wins it back. Her pass doesn't go to anybody though, but it ricochets off of a Rio Grande Valley player. Mina with the ball. Corner kick there after the sliding effort by number 15, Marcela Ramirez. Excuse me, that was not Marcela Ramirez. Marcela Ramirez is on the other side of the field. Doesn't matter, it's a corner kick though. Samadorov take the corner kick, and it doesn't come in bounds at all. Stays out of play. Goal kick now. 85 minutes gone. 5 minutes until the end of regulation. If it stays 0-0, it would go to sudden death overtime, where there are two 10-minute periods of overtime. If it stays 0-0 after those two 10 minutes, total of 20, it would end in a draw. And that's what happened last weekend on Friday, when the Lopes drew with Missouri Kansas City 0-0. Can't get enough Lopes gear? Well, you should go to gcuteamshop.com to find everything you want, from clothing to coffee mugs. You can show your Lopes pride by visiting gcuteamshop.com. I love polos. I have more than enough GCU polos. And if you like polos too, you can buy them at the GCU Team Shop. Riley Hawkins pulls back Spets in the middle of the pitch. And it's going to be whistled for a foul. So it's a free kick for the Cueros. 86 minutes gone. Madison Cox heads it off the line, just as far as Ansa. Lagunas takes it off of Ansa. Mina has Cook. She's going to pass it for Cook, but Shemek is going to get there first, playing keeper sweeper there for Rio Grande Valley, needing that extra defender after the red card back in the 13th minute of the game. No foul called here in the shade against Bonnie. Valadez to Cook. Cook looking at her options and sends it back to Cox. Smith to Layton. Layton working on Boney. Does well to keep it. Lagunas smacks it off of Ansa. Farstead Erickson wins the ball, carries it down the field.
Vaqueros number 13, Deandra Aliaga.
It's still 0-0 as both teams are really slowing down this game. It's a warm 93 degrees today, at least that's what the forecast had. And around 2:30, 3 o'clock, it's really warm out there. Samadorov is dispossessed and goes down hard, but Spets got all ball there. Shannon Costello wins it back and is looking for Cook. Cook has an extra foot on the defender and gets past her. Cook loses it out of play. It's going to go out for a corner kick though. One minute left in the game.
1 minute remaining in regulation.
Riley Hawkins wins the header, but Shemek is going to save it. And that should just about do the first half. Of this game, the first 90 minutes gone. We have at least 30 seconds left guaranteed, unless the Lopes can get something out of here. Mina with the ball. She has Cook. She sends Cook to the corner, but she's going to get flagged for offsides. Seconds left in the game, and this one's going to go to overtime.
8, 7,
it's still 0-0 here at GCU Stadium.
4, 3, 2,
the Lopes
1,
at 11
0.
players. The Vaqueros down to 10. Defended valiantly for 70 minutes after that red card to Evelyn Powell. Referee is going to send the ball back, and there's going to be 6 more seconds of play, as those 6 seconds are going to be very vital to this 0-0 ball game. The ball goes out of play, and that will end the first 90 minutes of this game. It's 0-0. The Lopes unable to get any goals in the back of the net in regulation time against a 10-player Vaqueros side. It's 0-0 here at GCU Stadium. Don't miss extra time here on GCU TV.
There's a swell of excitement at GCU as the Lopes gear up for their season, and they're ready for action. The only NCAA D1 men's soccer team in the state will dominate the field at our brand new state-of-the-art 6,000-seat soccer stadium. Former MLS Coach of the Year, head soccer coach Shellis Hyman, leads this all-star squad at the epicenter for soccer in the state. Come catch all the family-friendly excitement. Games will sell out. Get your GCU season tickets today at lopestickets.com.
Hey Phoenix, it's Thunder Dan Marley, head coach at Grand Canyon University. Coming to GCU was a great move for me. Join Antelope Nation by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors in small classroom settings where you can get the support you need to excel. Scholarships available. See you on campus. Go Lopes.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening. Grand Canyon University's newly remodeled golf course is thriving in the heart of Phoenix, featuring over 7,200 yards of expansive tees and tree-lined fairways, signature par 3s, greenside bunkers, premium greens, and a brand new clubhouse and restaurant. Experience a University Championship golf course this summer with great rates as low as $15 available now. Book your tee times at gcugolf.com.
And welcome back to GCU Stadium here. Just about 3 minutes until the first period of extra time begins. Its formatting is like this. The first 10 minutes, if nobody scores, there's another 10 minutes. If nobody scores in that segment either, it ends at 0-0 in a draw. It is golden goal, so whoever scores first wins the game. And you'll most likely see the team rush the field and celebrate with the whole team as the game would conclude and be a W for the team that scores. The Lopes are looking to keep their unbeaten streak intact at 4 and push it to 5 games. A draw or a win would do that. They have won their last 2 games though, so their streak's at 2, but they've been unbeaten in their last 4 and are looking to have an 8-win or more season here, getting a win today, and if they could, a 9-win season if they can beat Cal State Bakersfield again, just this time at Cal State Bakersfield, beating Bakersfield at home in a non-conference game back on September 23rd. The Lopes looking to utilize a plethora of different players, and that goes back to the keys of the game, sharing is caring. 9 different goal scorers in the last 2 games for the Lopes. And they had a plethora of different amounts of shooters in this game. 6 shots from different players in the first half as they continued to add on to that shot total in the second half, but unable to get any shots in the back of the net. The other thing, that one of the other keys to the game was greatly with Blakely, as she has a .42 goals against average in the Western Athletic Conference. That's the first and the best keeper stat in the conference right now. And if she can get another shutout, the Lopes Lopes goalkeeper would most likely win the WAC goalkeeper of the year and be the goalkeeper on the WAC team, WAC all first team, if she can continue this shutout streak. She's shut out the last 3 teams that they've played, beating New Mexico State 5-0, Chicago State 9-0 in that 0-0 draw against University of Missouri Kansas City. 3 straight shutouts for Blakely Frosch and the Lopes. The Lopes have 2 shots on goal, one from Briley Hawkins and one from Mackenzie Cook. And they have 8 total people on the team that have taken a shot today. Mackenzie Cook leads the team with 4. Jessica Valadez has 1, along with Hawkins, Smith, and De Vera. Monteroso, Lagunas, and Benedetti have 2 shots to their names here in the game. Only 3 shots for Rio Grande Valley from Spetz, Aliaga, and Ramirez. 2 shots on goal coming from Aliaga and Ramirez, as both goalkeepers have only had to make 2 saves. Both teams' defenses providing good defense in this game, and the Lopes shots just really haven't been able to get on target. Only 12 of their 14. 2 of their 14 have been on target. 12 of their 14 have been off target. And Lopes will look to get quality shots on goal rather than quantity shots on goal here in extra time. The sides do not switch on this overtime period. Lopes will move from left to right across their screen. Rio Grande Valley moving from right to left. The Lopes will look to do something offensively here quickly. Cook with the ball. Finds Monterosso. Cook gets it back. She looked to find Benedetti there first time, but wasn't able to get the ball off of her foot. Hawkins will play it all the way back to Valadez, who will switch it to Cox. Cox will carry it up the field and then send it to Layton. The Lopes have been in these situations before. 2 of their last 5 games have gone to overtime. 1 against Utah Valley and 1 against Missouri Kansas City, winning one of those games and drawing one of those games. The Lopes also went to overtime back August 19th up in Cheney, Washington against Eastern Washington. They fell to Eastern Washington 1-0. A tough loss to begin the season. As Lagunas will send Ansa all the way back to the end line. Smith gets the ball there though. Ansa is down in the corner. Monterosso has the ball. And she sends it off of a player, and now time will stop. Substitutions getting ready to come on. It's Gonzalez, as the trainer is out for Ansa, who went down in a heap there. It is going to be a corner kick, though, for the Lopes right now. But as for the time being, Rio Grande Valley is down to 9 players. Gonzalez is waved on, so they will be at 10. They're full strength after that red card back in the 13th minute. So all 10 players are on the field for Rio Grande Valley, all of them in the box. Corner kick from Samarov. Header. Sends it right back at Samarov. Crossed in. First time effort from Mila Benedetti. Monterosso, Benedetti. Cleared off the line. Layton. And it goes just over the bar. Multiple touches inside the area with nobody coming out to close down for the Vaqueros. And another Vaquero is down injured. And time will stop yet again. The second time within a minute. Great offensive chance there for the Lopes. Just unable to get a quality shot through anybody's legs and force Shemek to make a save. Shots ricocheting off of defenders. The Vaqueros doing well to get in front of shots and keep Shemek from having to make saves. Hawkins wins the header to Monterosso. And Monterosso commits a foul. And another Rio Grande Valley player is down. Two minutes and 30 seconds gone by of this 10-minute period. Cook sending one up in the air and over to Benedetti. Tuva Nielsen will shank one into the hands of Shemek, who will boot this one long. Monterosso with the ball. Monterosso to Lagunas. Lagunas' first effort didn't intend to go to Benedetti, but it did. Shot from Valadez goes wide right. Very long range effort there from the defender. Shemek will take the goal kick yet again. Boney with the ball. Layton heads it down. Samarov with the ball now to Layton. Layton being pulled from behind, no foul. Layton sends one to Monterosso. Monterosso will run it down against Gonzalez, and Gonzalez will shield it out of play. So 15 shots for the Lopes. 2 of them on target. As the Lopes look to break this 0-0 deadlock against Rio Grande Valley. Team that's 1-4 in conference play. Monterosso sending one wide left to Cook. She'll work on Irvine. She'll cross one in for Benedetti. Gets past Shemek, but Lagunas isn't there in time, and it's going to run out. There's going to say that one of the Rio Grande Valley players touched it, and it might be a save for Shemek there after that ball was going across the frame of goal and just needed a little bit of a nudge and some extra help to get over the line. Samarov to take the corner kick. Header just on the save there by Shemek, and Madison Cox is down in the area after her header was saved by Shemek. That was the Lopes' 10th corner of the game. Benedetti sending it to the Vaqueros, but the Lopes get it right back. GCU and UTRGV still knotted at zeros. Valadez will send it to Hawkins. Hawkins looking for Smith. Tries to go long. Ball will go back out to Layton, and Layton will send it backwards instead of forwards. Valadez finds Cook. Cox with the ball. Lopes slowing things down, but all 10 of their field players are in the Vaqueros' half. Cook's shot, long range effort, goes just wide. And another shot is off target for the Lopes. Here as we approach the 97th minute of the game. 7th minute of extra time. Still 0-0. Whoever scores first wins. Foul on the 50-50 ball in the air. Valadez's free kick brought down by Layton on her back with a defender on her rear side. Shemek will boot it forward. Smith on Boney. Sliding tackle by Lagunas. Aliaga dispossessed by Briley Hawkins, and Hawkins has options, but she gives it away to Spetz. Spetz's extended right foot stopping that pass. Boney is down the left side. Boney working on Cox, but she can't get by Cox, and Blakely Frosch will kick it up the field towards Lagunas. Lagunas runs full steam into Gonzalez, and that is Lagunas' second yellow card, which equals a red card, and she's sent off, both teams down to 10 players. Gonzalez got the ball first, and Lagunas just kept going and put a good shoulder into the sternum of Gonzalez. Gonzalez saw it coming, planted her feet, and didn't go down on it, knowing that a foul was going to happen no matter what. 2 red cards in the game here. And that's the excitement so far in this game. No goals, but 2 red cards. Cox will head it. Monteroso is dispossessed by Boney. Kelsey Smith will carry forward. Smith to Benedetti. To Monteroso. Monteroso is brought down, no foul. Layton cuts that pass out. Gets past Jepson. Samadorov to Hawkins. Hawkins will have an effort. And that one's going to whiz way over the bar. Out of play. 1 minute left in the first period of extra time. It's still 0-0. But there's been a red card in this second period of the game, which we call extra time. The first period of extra time. And that was a second yellow for Joanna Lagunas, a senior, getting sent off on her last home game. Kelsey Smith cuts it out, sends it to Cook. Cook, fancy footwork there. She has an opportunity, and Cook is cut out from behind after she passed the ball. This pass is going to Benedetti. 15 seconds, 10 now
10 seconds.
In this first period of extra time. The referee will stop the clock for a throw-in.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's still 0-0 here at GCU Stadium after 10 minutes of extra time. 100 minutes have gone by and still 0-0. 2 red cards in the game. Those are our exciting points so far, but it's still 0-0 between the Lopes and the Vaqueros. Don't miss the last 10 minutes of the game here on GCU TV.
Hey Phoenix, it's Thunder Dan Marley, head coach at Grand Canyon University. Coming to GCU was a great move for me. Join Antelope Nation by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors in small classroom settings where you can get the support you need to excel. Scholarships available. See you on campus. Go Lopes.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening.
Joanna Lagunas picking up a second yellow card, sending the Lopes down a player. Now both teams are back to being even, and they're both at 10 players now. After Evelyn Powell got a red card back in the 13th minute, and a red card for Joanna Lagunas in the 8th minute of extra time here, sent the Lopes down a player, and both now down to 10. Both teams looking pretty even there, and see if Rio Grande Valley can use the even roster and the even lineup out on the field to try to do something in these last 10 minutes. The Lopes will try to continue doing what they've been doing, as they've been trying to spread the ball around. And Blakely Frosch will look to keep another clean sheet, her 4th in a row, if she can do that. And Rachel Mina will look to use her strong body up top here in this second period of extra time. Guaranteed at least the most 10 minutes left in this game. If it ends after 110 minutes, it's over. It's 0-0 right now, as you can see on your screen, as the Lopes get their final preparations from Derek Leader and the coaching staff. Rio Grande Valley has gotten theirs. They're out of their huddle, and they'll have 2 substitutions coming on to begin the first period first part of this second period of extra time. Number 2, Allison Smith, and number 6, Frida Farsad Erickson coming into the game. The Lopes will come out the way that they came off of that first period of extra time. Good amount of fans are still here in the stadium cheering on the Lopes on Sunday afternoon. You're not going to want to miss the doubleheader. It's a doubleheader here today. The men's team facing off with Incarnate Word at 7 p.m. You can watch that here on GCU TV as well. It's also a WAC Digital Network game. It's both GCU soccer games here today on the WAC Digital Network. But right now, all we're thinking about is Rio Grande Valley and GCU, as another Rio Grande Valley player has their shin guard knocked out of their sock. Another hard tackle from Shannon Costello. Bonnie went down easily there. Coach asking for another card. Every single foul asking for a card here. Very adamant in the technical area, both coaches for the Vaqueros. Derek Leaders made his way towards the halfway line. Cook and Hawkins in the two-man wall. Farstead, Erickson to take. Opportunity for the Vaqueros, just cleared off the line. Farstead Erickson will take another effort, and it's cleared as well. And Jepson's shot goes wide left. That was the best opportunity all day for the Vaqueros. They just couldn't get the ball out from underneath their foot. But a strong effort there from a Vaquero. Most likely would have ended the game there, just 6 feet from goal. Valadez sprinting up the sideline, and she has Fiona Samadorov. Samadorov working on Irvine. Sliding tackle. Samadorov falls on top of Spetz. Farstad Erickson gives it right back to Hawkins. Hawkins on the ground to Benedetti. Benedetti's shot. Save there from a jumping Shemek. The strongest and best effort thus far from the Lopes in this game. Both teams getting their best opportunities on goal in the last minute so far of this game. And that's the Mila Benedetti that the Lopes need here in the next 7 minutes of this game. He is the one that has 8 goals on the season and is a threat to defenders and goalkeepers. Bonnie still working with the ball. Doesn't have any help, and she had to do it all alone there. She gets it back and sends it out wide. Another foul, this time for Shannon Costello. Asking for repeated offenses on that foul for a yellow card. Racking up multiple fouls can accumulate into a yellow card. Five-person wall for the Lopes here. Costello, Benedetti, De Vera, Cook, and Hawkins are the 5 in the wall. Corner kick for Rio Grande Valley. After that set piece, they were asking for a foul or a retake as the wall moved early. Nothing called. That's a call you're very rarely going to get in soccer nowadays. It's moving forward before the ball is kicked. Blakely Frosch punches just as far as Smith. Penalty! And Nessa DeVera brings down Smith. And this can be the game. Bonnie will step up to take. 14:25 on the clock. Blakely Frosch, .42 goals against in the goal. Two best scorers and defenders in the game. And it's just going to get underneath Frosch, and the Vaqueros win the game. A penalty kick in the 15th minute of extra time sends the Lopes home on senior day with a loss. Vaqueros beat the Lopes 1-0 here on senior day. The Lopes will head to will head to Cal State Bakersfield on the 29th for their last game of the season. The Lopes fall to 7-9-1 on the season, 3-2-1 in conference play. Bonnie's penalty kick goal the difference in this game as the Lopes fall to the Vaqueros 1-0 on senior day. We'll be right back for post-game analysis here on GCU TV. Vaqueros win 1-0.
GCU's College of Science, Engineering, and Technology offers a premier STEM education with relevant curricula designed to lead you to a career in the competitive fields of science, technology, engineering, and math. GCU is investing in the future of our STEM programs with multiple state-of-the-art facilities, providing students with access to cutting-edge technology. Our STEM education is motivated by a Christian worldview, which cultivates ethical decision-making. The College of Science, Engineering, and Technology fosters traits in adaptability, collaboration, creativity, as well as ethical and social awareness, which makes our graduates from our STEM programs more competitive. Through robust collaboration and partnership with industries that require a STEM-prepared workforce, our faculty concentrates exclusively on student success within a deeply nurturing Christian setting. Find out more at gcu.edu/CSET.
Heartbreak for the Lopes here on senior day as the Vaqueros get a penalty kick in the 15th minute on a foul just on the edge of the 18-yard box. The Lopes falling to the Vaqueros 1-0 as the emotions are flowing for the Lopes here on that loss here in their last home game. Lopes falling 1-0. The Lopes GCU Championship Golf Course Player of the Game is all of the seniors. Thank you to all the seniors for all of their dedicated hard work for the program and for GCU athletics. I'd like to thank them for all their hard work and everything they put into this program, their heart and soul. You can see the emotion on Catherine Yancone there as she's helped off the field by a teammate. Lopes preparing all season long for this day and for the rest of the season. They have one more game against Cal State Bakersfield on the 29th. That'll be their last home game. Looking to still finish strong as they still have a chance to finish second. And the Lopes men's team will be out here tonight at 7 o'clock, a 7 p.m. game against Incarnate Word. You're not going to want to miss it. The Lopes looking to continue their goal-scoring prowess, winning 5-1 on Friday night. The Lopes will continue to look to score more goals here tonight against Incarnate Word. Thank you to everybody here in the production booth for GCU TV. I'm Fletcher Like here for the GCU TV game against GCU Lopes and the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. Rio Grande Valley wins 1-0. Have a good afternoon, everybody.